Alright, so I have kind of grabbed all my dark orange pieces out, which as you can see is not a ton. It's not a whole lot, but it's actually not too bad. Like I have a decent amount now. Thanks to Brickstar for that, really. Like a lot of these tiles and things, and then this pick a brick cup of 2x4 plates, as you can see. And so I have the movie Attack of the Clones pulled up here, garbage movie, but that's okay. The scene is actually kind of cool. I don't know. The Battle of Geonosis as a kid was always like, whoa, that's so cool. And so I have this pulled up right here. And as you can see, there's this sort of ridge here, and then Jedi is kind of taking these clones into battle. And there's this kind of like tan stuff and things like that mixed in. So what I'm thinking of doing is maybe doing this kind of thing where I have a ridge and then a couple of my clones being led into battle by a Jedi. Like just a super simple scene, but I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Very simple, but I mean, my collection is very simple. So I was also experimenting with a little bit of like snot design here, having these long pillars sort of like acting as the ground and then covering up the pink snot brick here with a plate. And I don't know, maybe I'll do something like that. I mean, this will obviously only be like a small part because I only have these two pieces here. And then the rest will probably be just built up of plates and stuff like that. So this will probably be a really short video. So if this mock takes me like, I don't know, like not even like a day to do, like even like a couple hours, I might try and do a small little Hoth mock, kind of like doing something, as you can see over here with the storybook. I might try and do like a little storybook pop-up thing, but with the trench from the Battle of Hoth. I can maybe try and do that as well as doing this. So yeah, for now we'll just keep going with trying to build up Geonosis. So I just wanted to quickly kind of show something. I pressed play on the movie and I kept going through it. And this is more like kind of a better example of what I would be doing. So this is the ridge over here, and then these are like the clones coming in being led by Mace Windu. I do not have a Mace Windu. I have like the Clone Wars minifigure, but I don't have a good Mace Windu. I kind of regretting not getting the combat speeder with General Grievous, but oh well. I can just have some other random guy, like maybe Kiadi could be leading the army in. And yeah, just having this ridge here. There's a little bit of tan and stuff, so I can incorporate that. And it's kind of layered a little bit. It's hard to see, but yeah, I can maybe do, or I will be doing that kind of thing. And this was just a better example of that. This is what I've come up with so far, and I'm actually pretty happy with what I have. So this is a little rock thing that I came up with some snot techniques, which is kind of cool. You can see these like slopes are on their side and stuff like that. And it's a mix of tan and dark orange. And actually, the tan kind of covers up a lot of the dark orange, which maybe wasn't the best idea. I could take some of these out and just kind of do filler stuff because it's just really covering it. Although you can see some of the dark orange in the back, so I could just leave it as it is. I don't really know. But I have this kind of base area set up here. As you can see, I've gone through pretty much all of my dark orange stuff. I have a bunch of tiles and things left over, so I'm going to probably put those on here now. But basically, like, most of my dark orange has been used. I didn't go with this snot technique because it just kind of looks weird to have some of it really smooth and then some of it not. So I decided just to have, I mean, well, some of it will be smooth because I'll have this, but just like a large portion feels weird. So I'm just going to be going with this as a little base design. And yeah, I'm going to keep adding like tiles and stuff and then adding figures. And this is basically what I'm going to have for this. I'll keep kind of tweaking it a little bit and changing it just to see if like, you know, what will work better and that kind of stuff. But this is basically what I have, so I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so I added some tiles, and as you can see I added all my clone troopers. So it actually kind of looks too busy. Looks like too many clone troopers really, although I don't know, because there are a lot in obviously on Geonosis, so it makes sense that there'd be a ton here, but it just feels too crowded in my opinion. So I might actually get rid of a couple, and I have Kiadi leading the army here, or the army of 8 troopers. It's not really an army. And as you can see, I added tiles and stuff in here. And I think this is basically done. Again, I might tweak it a little bit more. I actually switched this tile. It was completely on that plate, but I kind of moved it just to offset it a little bit, which, I don't know, maybe it looks a little bit better. And yeah, I think this actually looks pretty good. I'm going to take off a couple figures and maybe play around with that a little bit, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. Okay, so I literally just removed 2 troopers, and I think it actually looks a little bit better. So it looks a little less crowded, but it still feels like there's a lot of clones there. So actually, if you look at it from this angle, it looks kind of cool. Um, yeah, it looks like Geonosis, which is cool. So I think this is probably what it's going to be like. And this is really small. This is tiny. I might add like a black border or something around it. Although I really like how kind of jagged this all looks and stuff like that. Just kind of like a cutout of Geonosis or something like that. So since it's super small, and this video will probably be like 5 minutes long, I'm going to probably do a pop-up version of Star Wars and do a Hoth thing for that. So, yeah, but this is pretty good. I literally finished this all like Sunday night. It's like 2 a.m. right now. I need to go to bed. But, yeah, this is probably the end of this video. If I make any more changes, I will add that in. But thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video. So, I used to have like one big piece here or whatever, and I switched it a little bit. So I put a cheese slope here on the little snot side of it, and then it's laying up against this sideways long slope. I don't know what it's called, but the slope here with a corner tile on top of it. I actually went into my little bin of extra parts. I do this a lot. I did this with the last build I did, the Aegon Class. I kind of go in here and see if I can pick out anything I need, and yeah, so I did that. I grabbed one of the little corner tiles. I grabbed a cheese slope, which I used somewhere, and then I kind of added this here in the little gap, which looks kind of cool. And this is this little plate here is kind of turned, which gives a neat little shape there. And then I added another cheese slope, which I just stole from the oh, what's it called? The Yoda's hut, and because I don't have any, I literally have 0 tan cheese slopes for some reason, so I was able to steal that and put that there, which I don't know if I like having it at that orientation. I might actually flip it around so that the curve is like this way. It's kind of hard to tell, but I can maybe just actually I can maybe rotate that right now. No, I won't be able to. Well, okay, I can quickly do that and show you what that looks like. Rotate it all the way around, but I actually kind of like how it looks like this. So it's kind of up against this orange here, which actually looks kind of cool. So I think I'm just going to leave it like that. You can see it from this side as well. Looks kind of cool. So yeah, that's probably all I'm going to do on this. I know I said that last time, but it's probably what I'm going to do for now. In the finale, I might change stuff. And let me know if you guys have any suggestions for what I could do, what I could change. If I need to add anything, take away anything, that kind of stuff. So, because I can then change it for the finale if I need to. So, yeah, this will probably be the end of this video for now. And again, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.